Hello there. Aren't you tired of seeing forms like this? Well, fear no more. In this tutorial, we're gonna learn how to make a form look.
That's a thick ass boy!
When we click, we get this nice little transition and the label floats up. We're also gonna learn so many cool things that we can do with CSS, like the gradient button and the shadows and everything. Okay, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I got my Sublime text open here and the HTML, all the basic things are set up. I'm gonna add my link. I'm gonna give it styles.css. Make sure that the styles folder, like styles file, is in the same folder as that of HTML. And inside the body, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give a div. I'm gonna give this as container. Sorry, it's gonna be class container. Okay, so we created our class, div class. Now we're gonna create another div inside that of this thing, and I'm gonna give this as a wrap. So I'm gonna give class wrap login. Okay, we're done with that. Next up, we're gonna create the form. Like I'm not gonna do this as a table or something. Let's do it, keep it simple and do it as a form. Okay, it's gonna be form, and the top thing, the login, the heading, I'm gonna give h1 for it. It's your wish, like it's super customizable. If it is something that you're doing as a project, you can give your project name there. Okay, after that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create another div for each input. So I'm gonna give div. I'm gonna give this a class of element. Okay, and then inside this, we're gonna have our input. Okay, so I'm gonna give input. Now the type is text, and we're gonna give this as name as username. uh, yeah, also don't forget to give register, because this is the one that is going to allow us to animate stuff and everything. And yeah, I'm gonna give autocomplete off. Autocomplete off. Okay, it's totally your wish. It's super customizable. You can give it on. Right now I'm just gonna keep it off. Next up, we're gonna give a label, and inside for the label I'm gonna give a class as a form label. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna give a for this. Let's give this name. So this is for the JavaScript thing. So it's here. It's like, if you wish you could add it, or just you can just skip that thing. Next, I'm gonna give span. So I'll explain this in a minute why I'm using label and span together. Content, I'm gonna give this content name. Okay, everything is good. Let me just bring this down, so that doesn't mess up with the thing. Content name, I'm gonna give span. Here I'm gonna give username. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, so this will create one element for me. Okay, let me just show you. I'm gonna give browser sync launch, get down, give this, come here. Okay, so let me just see. Yeah, let me just bring the Chrome. Wait a minute. So why what happened? Okay, let me just bring this here so you can just see me as I start doing. So we got a login, and then we got the first input like username. Okay, there's a typo. It's username, not username. It's name, username. Now I'm gonna copy this whole div, okay, of the element. I'm gonna do another, replicate it. Now I'm gonna give this as password, and then what I'm gonna do is change this also as password. Yeah, so pretty much. So we have created both the inputs, and next we need to create the button. Okay, for the login button we have to create. So this is gonna be another div in totally by itself. So this is okay. So let's create another div. I'm gonna give div. I'm gonna give a class. Okay, I'm gonna give a class as container button. Container for the button, and then I'm gonna give another div. So I'm gonna give a class as button. So this is the one that's gonna contain a button. Make another div. So this is going to be the background of the button. Contain the gradient thing. Give background button background. Okay, nice. And then we're gonna give the actual button. So button, I'm gonna give a class for this as login button, and then I'm gonna give a type as submit. Okay, and then I'm gonna give the name, so it's login. Yep, so we got a button here. It's looking cool, nice, simple. Yep, so this is it for the HTML part. Now let's just hop on to CSS and start making some magic. Okay, so open your styles. First, let's just remove this already the default padding and stuff like that. I'm gonna give body. I'm gonna give padding 0 pixels. I'm gonna give margin. Oh shit. Okay, so margin, I'm gonna give 0 pixels, and so I'm gonna add a box sizing to this. This might not be visible like if you're doing it, so I'm gonna add a box sizing. Border box. Yep, so this is like we're just setting our default parameters after this so that we don't mess up later. Next I'm going to call the same tag again. So this is for the form that we're doing. I'm going to give a height of like 80%. So why I'm giving this is because like once we start making the form, like you will get a scroll down option due to extra padding or something like that. So by reducing height a bit, you can just avoid getting that. Next up, I'm going to give display. Okay, not this. Display flex and justify content center. Yeah, so that is it for now. Later on we'll come to this part and start doing the rest. And then what I'm going to do is you can see the HTML. Okay, so HTML, next we finished customizing a body. I'm going to go to container. Okay, let's just select container, and I'm going to give a width of like 100%. After that, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give a minimum height of like 100 VH, and then display flex. Right now you can't see anything that is happening because we have another div inside it. So yeah, then justify content, I'm gonna give center. Then align items, I'm gonna give center. So you can see the whole thing, we brought it to center. Okay, so yeah, it's here right now. So this will be the container, this will be our login wrap, and the container will put the login wrap in the center of it. And let's just add some padding for this, and just to make sure it's visible when we inspect. I'm gonna add a padding of like 15 pixels. Yep. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this one for the container. Next we're going to choose is wrap login. Okay, it's wrap login. And for the wrap login, what we can do is we're going to set the width of the actual form. So I'm going to give like 280 pixels. Okay, so we got the width and everything properly. Next, I'm going to give a border radius. Border radius is going to be 10 pixels. Okay, you can't actually see it now because both the background color of the form and the container is same. Let me just change it and give background color control. I'm gonna choose a color picker. I'm gonna make this slightly, grayish so that you can see what is there. Yeah, so you can see now like the login. So this is the login form, and the wrap of the login is that the whole box. Okay. After this, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give padding. I'm gonna give it 60 pixels on the top and 55 pixels on the right, 33 on the bottom, and another 55 on the leftmost side. Okay, what happened to background color? Damn, I just put it here. Yeah. Okay, so you can see like it's coming to the center slowly. We are getting there. Slowly and steadily we'll reach there. Next we're going to do is select the form itself, the form element itself, and I'm going to give display flex. So this will align the heading and everything. And justify content, I'm going to give center, and then align items center, and you can see it changing already there. And then what, like, yeah, pretty much that's it. Also we'll give a flex wrap, just to make sure everything is good and neat. Yeah, so our form is ready, and then let's give this a username. So I'm gonna give, okay, not okay, it's not username. What did I give? Element. So this part, next we're gonna customize this one, that is this input part, username. Let's get there. So it's gonna be element. Okay, element is the class name that we gave. Okay, now I'm gonna give position. I'm gonna give this relative. I will explain this in a minute when we start working on the label. And then I'm gonna give a height of like 70 pixels. Okay, so it's already taking shape. Next up, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give a width of like 90%, so that we just get a little bit of space between the borders and stuff. After that, I'm gonna give left 0. Yeah, so it's aligned properly. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is I'll just add a bit of padding, like padding for the top and bottom only. And give padding top as like 10 pixels, and then padding bottom as like 10 pixels. Yeah. Okay, so it's looking pretty good already. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna select the input. Okay, that is the input inside the element div, this one. Okay, this input we're gonna select and we're gonna start customizing with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it an element, and then I'm going to choose input tags in it. Oh, element. Yeah, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just bring everything into position. So I'm gonna give a width of like 100%, and then a height of like 100%, Next, padding. I'm gonna give 0 pixels or O pixels. It's 0 pixels. Okay, then I'm gonna give a padding top for this. So this is, I gave padding as 0 pixels just to make sure all are at the same level of padding, and then I'll give a padding top of 30 pixels. Yeah, so you can already see it. Okay, we are getting there. It kind of looks ugly right now. It's okay, we'll get there. Okay, next what we're gonna do is now right now if you see, you can pretty much choose it. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove this border, that black thing, for now. I'm gonna give border. I'm gonna give none, and then I'm gonna make the background transparent. So I'm gonna give background color transparent. Yep. So you can see the username here. It was hiding behind this so long. Okay, so I give background as transparent, and then like right now, if you click somewhere, you're getting this black outline. You know, let's just remove it. But you still can't see that. I'm gonna remove the outline. I'm gonna give none. Okay, so yeah. Then I'm gonna give a padding left. Like it's not. Is it okay, or like let's just give the padding left? Okay, later we'll see that thing. Next is I'm gonna give select the label. So we want this label to be at the center. Yeah. Okay, so let's just select it. So element, damn, element, ment, right? Label. Okay. Oh, so I'm gonna give position absolute. So now you will get to know why I gave position relative for the element. So inside the element, like the element div, we can position other things absolutely like where they should be. So that is why I gave relative there. Next, I'm gonna bring it to the bottom. Like I'm gonna give bottom of 0 pixels, so that it is in the bottom of the element div. And then I'm gonna give left of 0 pixels. Okay, we're getting there. And then I'm gonna give a width. So why I'm giving this width is because we are gonna have span element inside it, so we need not worry about the text. So the width increases but the text remains there itself. And then I'm gonna give a height of like 100 okay, not 100 pixels, I'm gonna give 100%. Yeah, so pretty much we are there. Okay, right now what we're doing, like we can click but we can't get the cursor, we can't type anything right now. We have to, this is overlaying on the input, we have to remove that. Okay, for that what we're going to give, pointer events, I'm going to give none. So when I give this, see, you can see here like I can type. Okay, like I can actually type properly what everything is going. After this I'm going to give a border bottom. Okay, border bottom of like 1 pixel, solid black. Yeah, so I got a username, I got a password, we got a login button. Cool, nice. Next what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just uh, give a color for the text. Let's just see. I'm gonna give a color for the text. So I'm gonna select color. What color shall we put? Let's put something like a darkish gray. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, later on we'll change the background of this one, or else let's change it right now. This is the one, right? Yeah. What background shall we give? pretty much like whitish itself. This looks good. Yeah, it looks good now. Okay, so next is we're gonna give label after. So this is where our animation and everything comes inside. Okay, so I'm gonna select the element. Okay, it's ment, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna select the element and then label. Now I'm gonna give after. So the what after does is like we're gonna first apply all these CSS stylings, and then we're gonna come to this. Okay, so if we give everything in one, like we can't control this as like two different portions, because on focus we're gonna change only these part. Okay, when like we will see like for the animation we're gonna only use this after. We're not gonna touch this one. Okay, so yeah, for after you should always have a content tag. Let's leave it empty, and then I'm gonna give a position. I'm gonna give absolute. Oh, position. Ti position. I'm gonna give absolute. Okay, I'm gonna give a height of 100% and then a width of like 100%. It's not equal to, it's actually colon, right? Yeah, width of like 100%. And then I'm gonna give left. So left is 0 pixels. I know you actually can't see anything, because all these are like actually transparent right now. Okay, once I give the border, let's just do it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna give bottom as like -1 pixel. Like I just need 1 pixel, like a gap there for future. Like when the animation happens, you'll get to know that. I'm gonna give a border bottom of like 3 pixel. Let's say solid. Let me choose a color. You get this color picker in Sublime as a plugin. You can use that. It's super easy. Let's go with this color. It's good. It looks pretty good. Okay, so it's not showing up. Why is it not showing up? Let's just see. Okay, so 1 minute. Why is it not showing? This should have shown by now. Okay, so I didn't put a colon here, so that is a problem. And then this is not equal to, man, simple typos that mess up a lot of things. Okay, so yeah, we got this blue color. Nice, good looking blue color. Okay, next up we're gonna give a transform for this. I'm gonna start the animation part. I'm gonna give transform. Yeah, translate x. Okay, translate x. So we're gonna move this whole line towards the x-axis, left side. Okay, that is like I'm gonna give -100%. So you can see this whole line has come here. So now this is the thing. Now what we're gonna do is when we click, this whole line should move until here. That is our main goal for the animation right now. But at the same time, this should not be visible. Okay, for that what we're gonna do is this is going out of the form wrap. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to form here. I'm gonna give as overflow. I'm gonna give hidden. Once overflow is hidden, like also we have to go to wrap login. Yeah, I'm gonna give overflow hidden. So you can see this part is hidden right now. Okay, now this thing, so this remaining part comes under the element tag. Okay, so I'm going to give here also overflow hidden. Yep, so it's totally gone. It's there, but it's not visible. That's it. Just keep it in your head that it is there, like at the left. And then I'm gonna give a transition, so this will animate it. Transition, I'm gonna give all. I'm gonna give 0.4 seconds ease. Okay, that is up for now. And then we're pretty much there. All we have to do is the animation now. So I'm gonna select the element. I'm gonna select input of that. So when the input is in focus, that is when you click on the input, we need the animation to happen. Also, the name should go up. Okay, yeah, for that, let this be here. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna select the content name. That is the name class that we gave for the span. So you can see here content name. So this contains the main text, that username and password. Okay, now I'm gonna give position absolute for this also. Nice. After that, I'm gonna give a bottom of 5 pixel. After this, left of like 0 pixels. I'm gonna give transition all 0.3 seconds ease. Okay, so right now this should be down here, but it is not. We are doing something wrong somewhere. Let me see. We have given border bottom 0 pixels. Yeah, everything is pretty good, right? But why is that thing not coming down? This should be right here on top of this. It is not there. We're going somewhere wrong. Where is it? Where are we going wrong? Where are we going wrong? Okay. I guess we have given everything right, isn't it? I'm not sure. Where is it? Where is it? Position absolute. We have given position absolute. This username should be down here. Okay, so what is happening here? Content name, that is right, like content TENET. Okay, there is a typo here. It's gonna be content name. Okay, that is the problem. Yep. Oh my god, what just happened? Yeah, so man, these typos. Okay, now we're good to go. Yeah, so you see the username is here, password is here. Cool, everything is nice and fine. Yeah, next we're gonna continue with the animation part. Now I'm gonna select the form label tag. So this is the label, and in the form label I'm gonna select the content name. I'm gonna select another one also. Let me just go with this right now. I'm gonna give transform and translate X. I'm gonna give 0%. Okay, save this. It's not happening. Okay, so this is the thing. This is, we are gonna not do it with x-axis. It's actually for the y. Okay, so we're gonna bring this thing up. The username here should go up. Okay, so that it is like, when we type, it just floats up. I'm gonna give this as minus 150%. So just like twice its height, it'll go up. So you can see, pretty cool, right? But the problem here is, now imagine I've given my name, okay, and then I want to enter the password. This username comes on top of it. Okay, that is the problem. This username is coming on top of it. For this, what we're going to do is we're going to copy the same thing. Okay, just add this also. Now I'm gonna give here valid. So if the input is valid, it's gonna stay same. So it's not gonna come down. You can see already, it'll stay there itself. But yeah, pretty much. When I take this off, okay, so you can see a problem here, another bug. This is not coming back down. It should come back down, but it is not coming. Why is that? Why is that happening? We're going somewhere wrong. Just gonna remove this for a minute now. Let's just check once. Okay, so it is working properly here. Let me just type it out, I'm gonna give dot element. I'm gonna select input. I'm gonna give, if it is valid, I'm gonna give plus. I'm gonna select the form label, then dot content name. Okay, so why is this happening? Oh, this focus is doing something. Is this the curly braces that is messing up? No. But why is this happening? Yeah, so the line is going back. Yeah, so this is the thing. It is actually required, not register. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so we can give the same for the name also. I'll copy it, give a comma, then paste it. I'm gonna give this as valid. Okay, so we're good. Now see, yo man, what happened? It's not going up. Okay, so I give an extra bracket here. This typos. Okay, now you can see this. Pretty good, right? Yeah, so the animation is nice and cool. Coming to the login button now. Okay, so let's just get going with the login. We're pretty much at the end, so I'm going to choose container button. So I'm going to give the wrap of it. I'm going to give display flex, and I'm going to give flex wrap. I'm going to give wrap. After this, I'm going to give justify content center and padding top of like 45 pixels. This is totally customizable. It's your wish. Like you can, just trial and error. You can find out what is more suitable, more pleasing. I'm gonna give a height of like 40 pixels. That's it. Like, we're getting there slowly. Also, I'm gonna give an align item center here. Yeah, pretty much. Now we're gonna start customizing the button. Right now it might not be at the center, but slowly we'll bring it there. Okay, so I'm gonna select the button itself, and I'm gonna give a width of like 100%, and I'm gonna give a display. I'm gonna give block, and then I'm gonna give position. I'm gonna give relative for this. So our background and the button, the login thing, it's gonna be relative to it. Okay. Also, I'm gonna also give a z index as 1. Border radius. This is for the border radius of the buttons. 25 pixels. Let's do it. Yeah. I'm gonna give overflow hidden, and then a margin of like 0 pixels. This is to remove the margin of the button. Okay. Next up, we're gonna choose the button background. Yeah. Let's see. Button background. I'm gonna give a height of like 100%. That is the total height of the button container. And then I'm gonna give a display block. I think no need display block for this one, right? It's no need. We don't need, like, we're not gonna do any items or something. Okay, so I'm gonna give a width of like 300%. Yo, it's not 300%. Okay, I didn't actually see any change there. Why is that? We have given class button background. Yeah, so we should have got something there. Let me just see. Your text transformation, uppercase. Did that work? What am I doing? Why am I giving a text transformation in the background? Damn. I'm gonna give position absolute. You can't see the login button right now. I'm gonna give a background color. I'm gonna give a web kit. So this is for the Chrome linear gradient. I'm gonna give this right, comma. Let me just bring in the colors, like, so these are the gradient colors that I'll be using. You can get this from websites. There are a lot of websites that provides you all these gradient colors and stuff. Okay. Yeah, so now we'll start positioning it. I'm gonna give top of 0, and then left of like minus 100%. Still the button is not visible. I'm gonna give transition. So you don't need transition in this. But still, where is the button? Okay, I found out this. I also ran into this error before. So the problem is this button background. Okay, we have to close this div here itself. So let me just copy this. Okay, now you can see the button, right? Yeah. So this, which we need not enclose this inside this. It's just going to remain there itself. It's just going to act as a background, but still we still can't see the background color. Why is that? Okay, so I'm going to give a z index as -1, but still we're not getting the color. We're going somewhere wrong. Where are we going wrong? Where are we going wrong? Okay, so this is the thing. Our button div, okay, is covering everything totally. Let me just show you how it happens. I'm gonna give login button. I'm gonna give font size as 15 pixels. Then line height as 1.2. Yeah. And then I'm gonna give text okay, not orientation, it's transformation. It's uppercase. After this, I'm gonna give display flex, justify content center, then align items center. Okay, still the button is not moving from there. I'm gonna give a padding of 0 pixels on top and 20 pixels on left and right. I'm gonna give a width of like 100%. Okay, that is good. Give a height of like 40 pixels, and I give background color as transparent. Then we're gonna give the border as none. Okay, outline none. Yeah, then I'm gonna give, but still we're not getting the gradient, and also we're not, you know, getting the exact position of the button. We're going wrong somewhere. Where are we going wrong? Any guesses? Okay, so I had a small mistake here. So the form tag was closed right before the div. So that was the thing that was giving us so much problem till now. Okay, so coming back now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give this background color as transparent so that we can see the background div. Okay, so you can see we have the login, but we have this teeny little border that is disturbing us, which is not pleasing for our eyes, right? I'm gonna give the border, what is this border spelling, man? Wait a minute. border. No, it's only border, right? Yeah. I'm gonna give none. No. And then I'm gonna give outline and give none. Yep, the form looks good and nice and thick. Let's just, put the login as a white color and give color as white. Yeah, it looks good. The final touch, we're gonna change. We don't want this text to be like, this these and all. We don't want it to look simple. So you can, go to Google and you can get the fonts. I already have the link copied with me. Let me just put it here. So you can just go to Google, type the font link, and you'll get it. Put it at the top of the CSS. Okay, that's it. Now you go to body, and then all you have to do is you have to give font family. You have to give Poppins, and then sans serif. Yep, looks pretty neat and clean. You got your username, we got the password. You know what, let's make this black color a bit more slightly grayish, where is that solid black? Yeah, I'm gonna make this gray. Yep, looks good now. Or else, what, like just choose it from here. Yep, this will do. Nice, cool, nice form. Thank you for watching. So if you like the form, like this tutorial, please make sure to subscribe and also hit the like button so that I can be motivated to put up more content like this. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Man, this was a long tutorial. See you guys later. Bye. Oh my god.